be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels on target to his man Zacchaeus. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now. Hurt.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
May now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he has the New England touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackled by Jack Campbell. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Runs inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Daniels on first down. He gets a lot behind one. Deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. May now from the gun. He's going deep this time. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, it's May. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's May. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Made a throw it. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Dumped off to his running back. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a New England first down. May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That finds Gibson, complete. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their early lead to 13. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Daniels back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense up to the line fast. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Let's go now. Set, go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they take him down after just a small gain on the... Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they take him down right along the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
This one taken in by Zacchaeus. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Here's 2nd and 5. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the first half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. May looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out to the former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They bring McLaurin in motion right. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And it sets up 2nd down.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Blown back gets the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Check go.
Play fake here. Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. Coming near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Complete. It's McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Seibert now to add the extra point. And that's a 2nd extra point that's off the mark, Brock. Got to start to wonder, maybe a problem between the ears, because without those 2 misses, we'd have a tie ball game.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Returnable from the 1. He's got a lane up past the 30. He goes out of bounds and a great return and brings us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
To throw, here's May. On the move, headed right. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Has it in close. Touchdown, New England. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Brown now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots push the lead to 2 scores now. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Trap 60. Ready?
Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Marcus Jones. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
May trying again here on second. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19 tight. Ready? Set, go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He put everything he had into this one. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He's on the move. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air on 1st down, May. He's going deep. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Daniels off to play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this 2nd half.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Trying to force one through there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. May now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Daniels on 1st down. Throw complete to Eckler. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Patriots take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. So 2nd down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
May now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up. Operating from the gun, here's May. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Breaks the tackle, still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
He's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels setting up the running back screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Again, Daniels to the air. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Oh, and they fake it. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Along this sideline inside the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. A lot of grass ahead. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Out of the gun, Daniels. Flush down out to his left. Throwing on the run. And they pick him off again. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Here we go, set. Back to 60.
1st down throw for May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Check, go.
Gibson here from the gun. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd
This is the...
with the score of Patriots 38.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Gibson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. Out is Tanner Brown to try to knock this through. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Zuerlein puts it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kobe Durant has it. And the Patriots take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
May on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this deep...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. Zuerlein puts it through. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Buys time, rolling right. And this is another incompletion.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready?
Now Daniels to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He rolls to his right. That's caught for the first. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Seibert now to add the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Commanders make it an 18-point game.
Set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
At their own
Got it. Ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got 1st down from the 31. On the option, here's Gibson. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
A run with Williams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Let's go.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And with the start they had in that 1st quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could.